So reverse Ashi is when you're in this kind of position. Okay? Yeah. A couple of things to kind of, when you have this just simple single leg like this, and you don't have both legs, a couple of things, yeah, you're already taking care of it. Yeah. One of the main things, you don't want to be like this. Yeah, exactly. So now we can start, I can start going the other leg and thing this now and everything, but I lose my reverse Ashi. And most importantly, which would you prefer? That I'm sitting like this, or that I'm sitting like this?
This is better.
Yeah, exactly. So you really want to make sure that you get your weight on him. And also, this is a problem a lot of people do, is they just kind of sit passively like this. This is not pleasant for him, but if I want to increase the pressure, all I really need to do is latch my hand onto my thigh and really crank up. This is worse, isn't it? And I'm cranking and pulling his knee to my chest with my elbow. I'm not doing this. This is actually not as bad now.
Yes.
So I'm really feeling my hand in my thigh and my elbow in his knee. And I want it to really be in this crook of his knee. Okay? So I just want us to first start with that. Okay? Just work on getting pressure and being fairly stable here. There are a couple of things he can do with this leg. There's only one thing that really makes sense from this position, so don't play around with this leg too much and hooking things right now, okay? Because, he can do this, but the problem is if you're doing it like this, he's leaving himself open to the knee bar, and in reality, he's not going to do that. Yeah, exactly. He's normally going to do this. We will go into what happens when he does this a bit later. But right now, I just want us to get comfortable and stable in this sort of reverse Ashi. It should be unpleasant for the person on bottom. How do you feel?
Yeah, unpleasant.
Exactly. This is what you want to see, okay? So let's first start with that, and then we'll move on, okay? Okay, so and I think everyone kind of noticed, like a lot, if not most of the resistance is coming from this leg, okay? Yeah, so then obviously the way I can increase my control even more, change sides, and grab the other leg as well. So, try to get up now. Yeah, and I'm just holding, I'm not even doing anything right now.
I can fight the grip because
I
can turn the other way.
Exactly. So one of the main advantages of the reverse Ashi position as well is that he can't really hand fight because my body is between his hands and my hands. Okay? So and if I combine grabbing both legs with also a bit of active pushing, okay, so next step in the control drill is basically we're just grabbing both legs and just holding.
And the switch, you just lifted it up and...
Yeah. The only thing to keep in mind when you're doing the switch is never let go of the leg. So if I'm here, I don't want to do this. Okay, because the minute my hand leaves here, he's going to immediately drop his foot to the ground. And now I'm kind of screwed and I lose my leg contact. When you do the switch, okay. So you don't ever remove, you replace. Okay? When I'm here, I never remove this hand. Bring it back up. What I do is I make room, replace the hand, so that I keep the leg. And now I just scoop up the other leg. And just in terms of grips as well, in terms of holding, I don't like to have, relax a bit, I don't like to have my hand free like this, because if he just gives a strong kick with this leg, I'm going to lose that, okay? I prefer to grab the other leg. Now I've got everything locked. This hand is locked on my leg, my other hand is locked on his leg. Okay, now I've got this whole thing kind of locked in. And he feels more weight now too. How do you feel?
waited.
So, now one more level of control, known as the God This Sucks level. Okay, we're still going under the assumption that he hasn't crossed his legs yet. I'm going to do the same sort of thing. I come over here, but now I'm going to grab with this leg, pull it over, and lock it in. Try to get out.
Okay.
Now it doesn't matter if I fall on this side because the leg's trapped. Yeah, it also kind of sucks. It's like a half ankle lock on that foot.
It feels like you just let it up.
Craig Jones does this actually.
Yeah.
This is the way Craig Jones prefers to finish things in this position. So again, same sort of thing. We lift up, come here, grab this leg, and we want to pull it through as far as we can. Okay? If I can just get the toes, it's better than nothing, but preferably, I should be able to see his toes here. Okay? You have a confused look on your face.
Yeah, with the timing. When you switch, you grab it directly?
Yeah, so basically, I'm coming here. I'm not even really switching it, I'm grabbing.
Okay.
I'm just opening the path and grabbing. Okay? Pull it over and hook it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really switching arms. So, and this is really the best control you can have. So, we fall on this leg. I still have it, no problem. If I fall on the other side, thank you. If I fall on the other side, also no problem. I still have control of this leg, so you can't use it to escape anymore. Okay, and if for some reason I should kind of slip out with my hips, oh, look where I am. Now I have both these legs controlled as well. So I have a reinforced inside Ashi, basically. It's not as good as the Jason Rao knot that I showed earlier, but it's still a really good control. I mean, I'm going to be able to get this really quick. Okay? So, let's do that one now, and then we'll start with our solutions from the position, things that come up and what to do when. Okay? Okay, so we're going to start with our standard sort of reverse Ashi, and now we're going to assume he does what will be sort of the standard defense, which is bringing this foot over this leg, because this is going to make my knee bar very hard now, okay? So, there are tons of things people do to try and free the leg to go for the knee bar. I personally think, you know, as the old saying goes, the best defense is a good offense. And I think the best way to destroy this defense is with offense. So instead of free the leg to go for the knee bar, I'm not going to bother with the knee bar first, and I'm going to actually attack this leg instead. So first I just grab onto the foot. I want to go as close to the end of the toes as I can. If I can see any toes, I don't have a good grip. Pull it in, pinch my knees, and kind of do it like this to keep that leg tight. And pick up, and I'm going to punch through all the way so that my elbow is on his heel. And now I can go for a toe hold. Okay? I'm going to get off of you so I can just kind of show. A big problem a lot of people do with toe holds is they focus too much on the grip here. Okay? That they focus too much with grabbing with this hand on this arm. Maybe I'll try doing it like this so it's easier to see. Yeah, okay. So they focus too much on how they grip here. And the problem is if I just worry about grabbing my wrist, look at how much space is between my elbow and his foot. Okay? I'm gonna just don't roll out. Hold on as long as you can without tapping. Okay? That's how long he can hold out when I have it like that. If I punch through, hit my foot to his heel, this already feels tighter, doesn't it? Okay? Now hold on as long as you can. Okay? That comes a lot quicker. Okay? So that's a lot. So when you're going for toe holds, don't think as much about where you grip. Don't think about gripping at all. In fact, think about punching that elbow as high as you can and getting this hand as high. I like to have almost wrist on wrist. Okay? This is nice and tight. Now I have a nice height. Yeah. Okay? And I just kind of curl my hand down. Okay? This is how I prefer to finish instead, because if I go for my wrist, hand on my wrist, that opens up the space. Okay? And also, when you're finishing the toe hold, it's not I push down. It's this hand goes down and my elbow goes up. It's a twisting lock. It's not if I just push down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. If I just put down, he will tap eventually, but I'm going to take a lot more power from my side. And if he's really good at tolerating pain, there is the chance that I'm going to burn my own arms out before I get him to tap. And having your arms burned out and not having any energy for anything left is the worst position you can be in. So always think you want optimum mechanics, okay? I want to be able to tap him with very minimal, that was like 5%. I could have gone way further. And we're in a suboptimal position because I'm intentionally doing this so that he has the ability to see. If I'm doing this in the position, I'm going to do it the wrong way and then going the right way again, but I'm going to do it on this foot because I think this foot's getting tired of being toe hold. Okay, so if I come here, same thing, I come here, you coat, grab, and then automatically now, again, if I can see toes, I have a suboptimal lever. Okay, I'm going to not be able to see any toes. My ring finger is on his pinky toe. Or my pointer finger, sorry, my index finger, sorry. Okay, my index finger is on his pinky toe. Pull, pinch the knees, punch through, and now I'm going to do one wrong, just hold out as long as you can. Okay, now I punch through correctly, now hold out. Yeah, I gave like 2%, that was almost nothing. Okay? So that's our first attack. And again, really focus, going up wrist to wrist and making sure that heel is as close to the crook in your elbow as you possibly can. Okay? And best is when his heel is really sitting right in there. Okay? Go. Okay, so guys, okay. Next sort of part of the sequence. So we're going to start with the same assumption. He tries to protect his foot. I grab here. Unless Jan is really dumb, he knows what I'm going to do here. Okay? So he knows, if he's had experience with leg locks, he knows the minute I take this grip, I'm going to go for leg locks. So what he's going for a toe hold. What he's going to do first is try to free this foot by kicking it out. Which, look what that does. Now the leg is free. Okay? I immediately go for the heel. Basically, if he starts to kick out, give me your foot back. Basically, my reaction is if he starts to kick out, I kind of let it happen and use that to go for the other foot. Okay? And now is where I start falling to the side I want to go on, and look where that foot is now. Nice and far away. And I can go for my knee bar now, okay? 90% of the reason people can't finish knee bars is because they're doing this. Okay? I don't want my feet back here behind him, okay? This is actually, again, try to hold out as long as you can. Okay? That was a lot of work, okay? I really needed to put power into that. That was hard for me, okay? I'm personally of the opinion if Jan really focused on bending his leg, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have gotten that knee bar. Okay? Jan was playing along with it. I'm pretty sure if he really was trying to get out of that knee bar, he would have done so. The way we want to finish a knee bar is first, obviously, we take our grips here. We want this nice and tight. If you're worried about keeping the grips here, a really strong grip is I grab back of my own head. Okay? And here's the number one thing that's going to help you finish knee bars is you don't want your feet here. You want your feet on his butt. Yeah, you can automatically feel more pressure now, can't you?
Yes.
Okay? So, and what I'm doing is I'm pushing with my feet and extending with my hips. Oh, look how fast that tap came. Okay? Really important, I don't want my feet back here, too, okay? Because now they can just slip off, okay? I want it kind of in that, I want this foot sort of in that area where the hamstring meets the glute, because it gets kind of a crevice there, and it kind of lets me help dig in there. And this foot, it goes right in this taint, okay? Right there on that bone between the two legs, okay? Now I've got a nice, good, solid grip, and I can really extend pressure. And that was the tap. I'm going to do that again. Tap, and when you tap, I'm going to stop, okay? So he taps, okay? This is the range of motion I have left, okay? If I have that position, I can theoretically almost hold his foot over to his thigh, okay? Yeah, that's a lot of pressure that I can generate with that. That's what we want, okay? When I keep talking about optimal braking mechanics, what I mean is the tap should come in the first 5 to 10%. If you have an arm bar or a knee bar or a toe hold or whatever, and you're cranking that thing with like veins popping out of your forehead, and you're like, and your opponent isn't even doing this, that means your mechanics are bad. And the answer to bad mechanics is never just do it harder. Because if you have people who are good, they know if the lock is in or not. And they also know if the lock's not in, they're going to be fine. Which means, honestly, I do this as well when people like try to get me in a bad darce, like that I jump on a darce and just squeeze with all my might, but the mechanics are bad. I let them try to choke me, to be quite frank. Because if I know the darce isn't in, I know I'm not going to go out. It might be uncomfortable, but I know I'm safe. And I've done this in several fights that I later won. I just let the guy burn his arms out for a minute or two, and after that he can't do anything and the fight starts. So, because again, it doesn't matter what your technique is, the minute that cardio, exhaustion makes cowards of us all. So the minute that cardio is gone and the arms are burnt out and feel like jello, it's over. You've won the fight. Okay? So, doing that one more time. Okay, so we're coming here, he goes for his protection, I come in here, he kicks away, and immediately go for that other foot, okay? I'm not really resisting, so when he kicks out, I just kind of let him carry me, because he has to go by his own foot anyway. And I just grab the other foot on the way down, okay? So, intentionally fall to the side, bring it up, and here is, like I said, get your feet nice and in the thigh. This foot should also feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's in a very private place. Okay? And my hips are just under the kneecap. Okay? And now I just extend. Okay? Giving a new meaning to the German phrase, fick dich ins Knie. So, because my hips really are right there at his knee. So, just kind of Eselsbrücke, fick dich ins Knie. Okay? So, people who don't speak German on YouTube, you're missing out. Okay, let's work on that.